What's going on, guys? Aggronix, welcome back. Another exciting week of the ACL Season 2. Today we jump into our game against the Maryland Mudkips, I'm going to say. I don't actually know. And Swag Money, I believe her team. Yeah, it is the Maryland Mudkips. Lovely stuff. I'm going to quickly push her team back up. There we go. So, if you don't know, this has been recording very late. I'm recording this on Tuesday because me and Swag have had issues trying to find a time to play. She's had stuff going on, so I was just like, I didn't want to kind of push it on her, but she eventually, we found the time to play. We're playing now, and it should be good. Her team is very scary as well. And the last time I played Swag, she actually wrecked me. I think she beat me like 4-0 in like the second week of the Elite. I believe it was the Elite, and that was a really tough game. So I definitely don't want a repeat of that anyway. If I'm gonna lose, I want to lose like 1 or 2. Well, I mean, I'm completely fine with that. But yeah, so she's doing 3-2, -4 differential. We're 4-1. +9 or something like that. I'm not sure, but a win here would be very good to keep us top of our division, and it would be really good. And her team is very threatening though. She is Landorus, Therian, Terrakion, Kyurem, Jellicent, Leavanny, Stunfisk, Starmie, Audino, Tapu Bulu, Cradilly, Kangaskhan, and Charizard Y. So very scary team for sure. A couple of things to note is that her, 6-man offensive core of Landorus, Terrakion, Kyurem, Starmie, Tapu Bulu, and Charizard is terrifying. She doesn't have the best hazard setters. Her hazard setters have to be Landorus or Terrakion unless she wants to bring Stunfisk, which Stunfisk isn't bad by any means, but it's not the most reliable mon in the world. Also with Cradilly possibility, but Cradilly is the same. I don't think it's very reliable. And yeah, it's very threatening. Her hazard removal is not great, but she'll have Starmie, which is a very good rapid spinner. So as long as she's able to use that correctly, she'll be fine. And then her wall breakers are just crazy. Landorus, Terrakion, Kyurem, Bulu, Charizard, they're just insane. So definitely have to be careful about that. However, her fastest mon on her team is Starmie, and she does have access to sticky webs, but Crobat does not get affected by sticky webs in the slightest. So we're bringing Crobat this week. We're bringing Choice Banded Crobat, Infiltrator, with Brave Bird, Cross Poison, U-Turn, and Toxic, Adamant, enough speed to outspeed a max speed Starmie, I believe. Actually, I don't know. Maybe, I hope we don't outspeed Starmie. What was this set for? I don't know what this set was for. What would Starmie speed creep? I don't want to lose because I don't have the right nature. I'm gonna fucking change this. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. Like 2 points. It's fine. We get a lot of bulk on Crobat now. But Crobat is still Choice Bandit. Hits very hard. Brave Bird, Cross Poison, U-Turn, and Toxic. She has, I think, 1 resistance to Brave Bird on her entire team, which is Stunfisk. I don't think she has another one. Yeah, she doesn't. So Brave Bird does a lot. Choice Bandit is great. It checks stuff like Terrakion naturally with its typing, Fighting Stab. I can switch into it. Kyurem can't freely click Earth Power while Crobat's alive. Tapu Bulu obviously is checked very well unless, goes for rocks like predicting that, so I have to be careful with that. And Charizard Y is outsped. Landorus can't really set up on Crobat because Crobat does hit relatively hard. And like I said, it does outspeed her entire team, bar Choice Scarf, which is really awesome. And Brave Bird hits her entire team for super effective. Or neutral, sorry, except for Stunfisk. Cross Poison is just there in case I don't want to take recoil damage. U-Turn is there to get out of there. Toxic is just there for bulky mons like Jellicent, Stunfisk, Audino, stuff like that if I want to toxic them instead of going for Brave Bird. Realistically though, I'm just going to be clicking U-Turn if I know they're going to come in, because I don't want... I just want to be on the go with Crobat all the time. So next we have Blossom, the Latias, Psychium Z, Levitate with Draco, Psychic, Ice Beam, and Healing Wish. Enough speed to outspeed a max speed Terrakion. Latias is very good in this matchup, offensively and defensively. It checks stuff like the Bulu, checks the Terrakion, it checks the Charizard, checks the Starmie, while also being a great offensive option to stuff like Terrakion, Kyurem, and Charizard and stuff like that. We're running 3 attacks Healing Wish because I just want Latias to be crazy offensive this week. Psychium Z is not for Healing Wish, it's for Z Psychic. Z Psychic OHKOs Charizard, I think, after a little bit of damage, like a U-turn or whatever. It OHKOs most forms of Landorus, most forms of Tapu Bulu, some other things as well. My internet is garbage. Oh shit, right now. See, she's trying to challenge me, but can we wait a bit? My internet has been really awkward. So hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it gets over itself in a while, but I'm not sure. Sorry, but Latias. Latias is very, very good against in this match, and hopefully does a lot of work for us. Draco is the only mon on her team that takes a Draco. Is the does she have a steel type? She doesn't have a steel type. Yeah, so the only mon on her team that takes a Draco is Tapu Bulu. Sorry, I prepped this with this team a long time ago. So, and she said no problem. So, thank you, Swag. Thank you very much. So, next we move on. We have the I would say the glue that holds the team together. We have Malachite, the Tyranitar, Chapelberry, Sandstream, with Stone Edge, Earthquake, Crunch, and Stealth Rock. A defensive set. We're running it pretty offensively. Chapelberry is there to live stuff like Terrakion's Close Combat, Oko with Earthquake, Superpower from Tapu Bulu if you choose to go first, Focus Blast from Kyurem, Focus Blast from Charizard, and really those 4. He might have Superpower on Landorus, so he might want to click instead of Earthquake, but realistically Earthquake will kill me anyway, so it doesn't matter. And Stealth Rock is very, very, very important against our team because it forces Starmie to Rapid Spin instead of attacking, which is important, and it also it whittles things down like the Charizard, the Kyurem especially, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really, really important. And the sand isn't too important for my team, but it means that I can live certain, focus blasts from certain mons, so I have to run sand. Even though it kind of, it's conflicted with another mon we'll get to in a second, but hopefully it's not too big of an issue. We have Raiden the Raikou, Expert Belt Pressure with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, and Power Rise and Extra Sensory. I wanted to run Specs, but her team has a lot of electric resistances. She has Landorus, of course, it's immune. Kyurem that resists, Tapu Bulu that resists, Cordilli that resists. Sunflake is immune. She has a lot of mons that can check Raikou very, very well, which sucks, but Raikou is still very, very good against her team, because we hit every mon on our team super effectively except for Kyurem, Audino, and Kangaskhan. So that's great. Yeah, so and Kyurem is obviously the scariest one. I don't expect Audino, I don't really expect Kangaskhan. So the only mon on our team, if she brings the 6 I'm expecting, that will not take a super effective hit is the Kyurem, which means every other mon on our team actually takes an expert belt boost, depending on what I use, so that's great. And Raikou also outspeeds her entire team. It speed ties with Starmie, her fastest mon, so it outspeeds everything. Bar Choice Scarfer and a speed tie with Starmie, so that's great. And it outspeeds stuff like the Charizard Y, the Tapu Bulu, Kyurem, Terrakion, so on. So it's really, really good. And finally, we have the return of Death Metal after so long of being sitting on the bench, but it's definitely the week where it comes back. We're running Leftover Steel Worker with Power Whip, Anchor Shot, Rapid Spin, and Synthesis. Physically defensive, enough speed to outspeed a slow Jellicent, so I can O-Coat with Power Whip, which is great. And what this does basically, it gives us a ton of checks to mons. Gives us a check to Landorus if it doesn't have the Z move. Gives us a check to Terrakion, Bulu, Stunfisk, Leavanny, Kangaskhan. Yeah, it's just great. It's really, really good. I don't have anything to hit the Charizard well, but realistically, if Charizard is in front of Dhelmise, Charizard is going to kill Dhelmise, or I'm going to swap out. That's it. Unless he misses Fire Blast. But even then, the chances, I'm not going to prep with the intention of her missing. That's dumb. So yeah, and Rapid is very, very important. Like I said, Synthesis, I said earlier that a mon conflicts with the sand. That mon is Dhelmise. Synthesis, he only heals 25% in the sand. Hopefully that won't be an issue. I don't think it will. There has to be like a really, really specific moment where that would matter. And even if it doesn't, I mean, we even if the sand is up, we still have leftovers. We still have passive recovery, so we're not completely useless, which is great. So yeah, this thing is really, really good, really, really important, and hopefully it saves a lot for we actually dropped. See, that my internet is really, really bad right now. But also it's important for Dhelmise to be here because she does have the Leavanny, which is very, very scary, with sticky webs, because Bulu and Landorus and Terrakion, they're terrifying behind webs. Terrifying, so we just have to be careful about that. And finally we have Mufasa, the Entei, Assault Vest, Pressure, Sacred Fire, Iron Head, Sun Edge, and Extreme Speed. Max Attack, Adamant, because I wanted to run Sacred Fire and Extreme Speed. Extreme Speed is really, really important against her team because she has a lot of setup mons. She has Landorus, she has Terrakion. Terrakion unfortunately resists, but Landorus doesn't. So Landorus will take a decent amount of damage from Extreme Speed. Also has Starmie, which is pretty frail. Starmie takes an Extreme Speed to the face, not very well. Now there's Bulu and stuff like that. And Assault Vest Entei is really, really good against her team. It can take hits from the Kyurem, take hits from the Bulu, can take hits from the Charizard. And that's really, really nice. And it still has, options to, break down her lower tier mons, like Audino and Credilli and stuff like that. And yeah, Iron Head hits the Kyurem super effectively. It also hits the Terrakions perfectly if he swaps in for whatever reason. I doubt he will because that's really, really risky, but he might. And then Extreme Speed is great. Or sorry, Stone Edge is there for the Charizard because we can easily live a hit from the Charizard. Entei might be my switch into Charizard depending on how the game goes, simply because Tyranitar and Latias are very, very important at dealing with different Mons, so we'll have to see what happens there. But Tyranitar coming in gets rid of the Sun from Charizard, which means it can't Solar Beam, so that's kind of important. I wouldn't be surprised if Charizard didn't come, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if Charizard didn't come, but it is a possibility. So, yeah, we're not bringing Tapu Fini because Tapu Fini has a great matchup against certain Mons, but the only Mon that would really, really help me against is Kyurem, that I don't already have a switch into, but I also have Assault Vest Entei, I have Tyranitar with Chapel Berry, I have Latias and Crobat that outspeed it. If it's Scarf, it doesn't hit very hard, so it's just an easy switch into Entei or Tyranitar or Latias, depending if he goes for Earth Power. So yeah, it's not too scary, Kyurem. And Landorus and Terrakion are walled by different other Mons. You know, it's walled by Latias and Dhelmise and stuff like that. So I felt like Tapu Fini would be more of a hindrance than a benefit to us this week. But still, it's going to take a lot to beat this team because it's a very, very strong team. I just have to be very, very careful about it. If you guys have been excited for this battle, I'm sorry. I have this weird thing in my ear. I'm really, really sick right now, and I can like hear my voice in my ear. It's like I'm all blocked up, so excuse me if I'm a little bit stumbly in this recording. But we are going to connect with Swag in just about 10 minutes or so when my internet chills out, and then we're going to jump into the game, and we're going to have a great one. So yeah, I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright, so a good 40 minutes later, we are finally ready. Yeah, it's just, my internet is really, really bad. Really, really, really bad. So I've been kind of just sitting here, looking at the team, kind of tweaking it a little bit. I'm just going to let everyone know that it's about to go down. So, like I said, thank you, Saigai. He just said good luck. So thank you, Saigai. I don't really know what to expect. Now that I think about it, I actually expect Charizard less. I think Kyurem might not come, but I think it's good against some of my team, so he might want to bring it. I think if it does come, it has to be Scarf though. But a Specs version might be strong as well. I'm not sure. And I think that Landorus is very likely. I think Terrakion is very likely because I have Tyranitar and stuff like that. And then I think he's gonna bring Stunfisk maybe, but but I can't really predict what she's gonna bring, to be honest, because her team is just kind of one of those teams where it's like she can bring whatever she wants. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Definitely very, very, very nervous because Swag is a very, very good player, and last time we played, like I said, she did beat me. So I don't really want a repeat of that, and beating Swag would be awesome. It would be really, really awesome. I don't know if you know. It'd be good. It would be fun to beat her. But if we do lose, it's not the end of the world, and we still come back next week. And I think we play Alex next week, which will be a huge game because I think Alex is still undefeated. So hopefully we can end his streak. So she should be messaging me any second now. Just want to make sure everything's right. I think so. I'm upset about Toxic because Toxic isn't the best move, but there's not really another move that I would run. I was thinking Zen Headbutt for Terrakion, but I mean, she doesn't have a Steel type, which is why Crobat, Latias, and Tyranitar are so good in this match, and Dhelmise as well, actually. Because Steel types usually can just wall Dhelmise forever. Okay, alright, we're gonna get into this custom game. Yes. Alright, so she does bring... Jesus, she brings her top 6. She brings the top 6. The most terrifying Mons in the world. So... leads, I think I want to lead with... honestly, Crobat. I think Crobat is just the best lead. Leads with Kyurem, I'll double. Leads with Starmie, I U-turn. Leads with... although Landorus is a possible lead. And I can't let Landorus just set up turn 1. I think actually Latias is a pretty decent lead. It outspeeds everything on our team except for Starmie, and we might be able to get a kill early depending on what she leads with. If she leads the Landers, I might just Ice Beam off the bat. Oh, I definitely will just immediately Ice Beam. So yeah, I'm going to lead with Latias. I'm just going to check quickly. Tracheon, you are... Yeah, 346. Thank God. So I'm going to do Latias. Yeah, this is a powerful squad, both of them. Like, I've Raikou, Dhelmise, Tyranitar, Entei. She has Charizard, Landers, Bulu. This is going to be a crazy, crazy game. Yeah, crazy mons. Crazy game. It's going to be a crazy, crazy game. We'll see how it goes, though. I'm going to leave with Latias, though. If she does a Bulu, I'll just click Ice Beam. Leaves with Terrakion, I'll just click Psychic. Move. She actually does find it very, very difficult to kill Latias. She doesn't have a Dark type. She doesn't have a Ghost type. No Bug type. So yeah, whatever she leads with, I'll just try to kill her. If she leads a Kyurem, I think unfortunately I will have to predict her to be Scarf, even though I wouldn't want to. But she does leave Landers, so this is great. The thing about this is if he's Scarf, it's Landers. If he is Scarf and he goes for a U-turn, we'll know. And if he goes for knockoff, we'll live it because of the Z move. And if he's not, then we'll just kill him right here with the Ice Beam. So I don't think I have to think about it at all. I think I'm just going to click Ice Beam. He might have the berry, but if he Swords Dances, he doesn't outspeed me. And if he Rock Polishes, then he can't kill me in one hit. Unless he has Z Stone Edge, which maybe. I hope she goes into Bulu. Goes into Starmie, so good play. Good play there. Starmie comes out. Starmie is a little bit of a scary bish. A little bit of a scary bish for me. Right here. What do I want to do? I go Raikou. I don't think Raikou is my play. I kind of wish I brought a bulkier Raikou, to be honest. And she doubles back out into Landorus. It's fine. She doubles in a Bulu. That's fine. Starmie is a really, really great switch into Latias, unfortunately. I want to see if Latias can kill this Starmie. I doubt it can. I doubt there's even a chance. Draco actually does kill. Timid Life Orb Ice Beam will do that much. So yeah, I think I'm going to pick Draco actually because I don't have a great switch into this thing. And Latias is good, but once we kill this Starmie, Tyranitar becomes so dangerous against her team. So I'm gonna try to pick off the Starmie. If we miss, then I'm gonna scream. Doubles into Bulu. Good play. Good play. See, Bulu can't really touch me. Like, really touch me. If Bulu is banded, like, Woodhammer will do a ton. She's banded. She's banded. Woodhammer can't kill me. Ice Beam will do over half. Psychic will do over half. We'll know if she's Scarf or she outspeeds me. My switch into this thing is Dhelmise. But I also think there's a chance she doubles back in a Starmie. I don't think she was predicting me to stay in right there. Or if she was, I'm not sure. Dhelmise is a pretty safe play. If she goes for pretty much anything, Dhelmise can take the hit. And her switch-ins to Dhelmise are not limited, but Charizard doesn't really want to swap in. I like to double out the Tyranitar if need be. Or maybe even Entei. It's whether I just want to stay in and try to kill this thing. Like, he can't kill me. Even if he's bad. If he's adamant bad. Woodhammer has a 12% chance. An Ice Beam do a lot. If I go Psychic, Shattered Psyche would just kill him. He'd just straight up knock this thing out. But that's if he's not Assault Vest. He could be Assault Vest. So I don't want to say that. I'm half hoping that she predicts Crobat and goes for a rock type move because like the Crobat is so obvious. So yeah, I'm just gonna click Ice Beam, I think. I'm just gonna click Ice Beam. Doubles in a Starmie, that's fine. Starmie takes more chip. Dhelmise is good though. Dhelmise will get recovery as well. If she doubles into any Mon, it'll be into Starmie, which Dhelmise can take on relatively okay. I'm gonna go with Dhelmise. Goes for Mega Horn. Very, very little. Very, very little. Wow. Okay, Dhelmise. Dhelmise is a beast. She goes for Mega Horn. I didn't even know she got that, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad I switched out. I am glad I switched out. Mega Horn should have done that much if she's banded, so definitely not banded. Maybe Assault Vest. Mega Horn would do 35. I don't know. Maybe Jolly. Well, she's not adamant. She might be not max attack either. But that doesn't look adamant. My play right here, I think, is to Anchor Shot. No reason not to. But also double out, but I don't think there's a reason to. I'm just going to Anchor Shot. If she stays in, she takes tons. If she swaps out, takes tons. Yep. Doubles into Charizard. I was kind of expecting Charizard, to be honest. Charizard would resist Power Whip much more, so. Right here, my switch in, I think, is always Entei. Her Stone Edge resist is Terrakion. So, I think I go into Entei. See, the problem is if I go into Tyranitar, I'll set up the Sand first, which means she'll get the Sun, which means she can then Solar Beam me. I think more than likely she just kind of clicks Fire Blast right here. How well does Entei take the Fire Blast? I'm pretty sure pretty well. I think I've calculated this before. But I don't think it does over like 30 or 40%, sorry. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm actually shaking all over. Flamethrower does that much. Actually, doesn't even do 40. Yeah, I'm gonna go on Entei. For sure. I'm gonna go on Entei. And Entei actually gets recovered from the thing, which is nice. So Entei comes off the Sun. Flamethrower. Literally 0. And I think this is where I have to make a play. Do I Sacred Fire? Sacred Fire does 50% of this Charizard if he stays in, which means he'll die to Extreme Speed afterwards. And her switch-ins are Starmie and Terrakion. If I click Stone Edge, the Starmie will take a lot more, but I can pick that off with Extreme Speed as well. Especially if it's in the Sun. You know? How much does Starmie take in the Sun from a Sacred Fire? That much. Yeah, it's an easy kill. I have to go for Sacred Fire, I think. Yeah, I also might go on a Landorus. Burning that thing would be huge. I have to go for Sacred Fire. If she stays in, it's fine. I'll just Extreme Speed afterwards. But I don't think she will. I don't think she will. I also get Grassy Terrain recovery, which is awesome. So the Grassy Terrain is actually helping me out a ton, which is cool. So we're doing pretty okay. We're doing pretty okay. I'm expecting Landorus probably, but I don't know. Goes for Flamethrower again. We do land, and that does a absolute ton. It's whether she predicts the Extreme Speed. If she does, then she'll go into Terrakion and take pretty negligible damage, but we still do have Crobat and Dhelmise and Latias that are alive. Oh, the terrain is gone, which is unfortunate, but I need this thing dead, so she can't go into, she might not go into Terrakion because she's fearing another Sacred Fire. I could also go on a Tyranitar. I go to Latias. Actually, Latias is a pretty okay play because if she goes into Terrakion, I'm in a great position. And if she doesn't, she just goes for Flamethrower again, which I think she could possibly do. Charizard doesn't even do like 40%. Because Terrakion kind of sets up in front of Entei. Not in front of Entei, but you know what I mean. If I extreme speed, then she goes into Landorus or Terrakion, then I'm kind of boned. So I'm going to go into Latias. I do draw first, so she did stay in and go for Dragon Pulse. Fuck. Wow, I didn't expect that. That's unfortunate. Damn, why would she Dragon Pulse? Why wouldn't she do it before? I don't know. I should have extreme speeded, I guess, but I thought she'd just Flamethrower again. I do outspeed this thing. I can click Psychic freely. Unfortunately, now the Starmie does outspeed me and kills me, so I have to be careful about that. Starmie just became a much bigger threat. So I'm just gonna Psychic. She does stay with Charizard, so we get the first kill of the game at least. That should have been a few turns ago when I extreme speeded with Entei, but it is what it is. It's okay. You still have Raikou. Raikou still puts a lot of work in against the Landorus and the Bulu and stuff like that. Starmie does come in. I was honestly expecting this thing. She just goes for Ice Beam, Dazzling Gleam, stuff like that. I almost want to go Entei, but Entei would just die afterwards, to be honest. And I can't let Latias die because it's such a great check to these three over here. And Bulu even, like it really just, yeah. Actually, the Bulu might be Scarf. I didn't think about that. The Bulu might be Scarf. I'm going to Raikou. I'm going to go on a Raikou. I have to go on a Raikou. I have to go on a Raikou. Doubles in a tap of Bulu. So, Sun's gone. And I think this thing is Scarf. Her switching to Delmise is dead. Now I can Power Whip freely with quotations. Go for Mega Horn. Would you do it again? Jolly Scarf makes sense with the damage that she did. Makes a lot of sense. Does Bulu get Earthquake? I don't actually. No, it doesn't. It's the Earthquake repelling Mon. Gets like Stone Edge. Stone Edge is like the best thing I'd use to hit Delmise. I'm gonna go to Delmise. If it doubles into anything, it doesn't matter. Really. We do switch out first. Goes for sub. Okay. Alright then. I'm gonna go for Anchor Shot. Substitute Tapu Bulu, so it's not Scarf. It's not Scarf, we know that now. It's good to know. Leftovers, Grassy Terrain. That's a tough set. It's a tough set. Mega Horn won't do too much though, and I think that's the best thing she has to hit me. And Anchor Shots, without a doubt, break her sub, so yeah. Oh, I'm so nervous. Still shaking. Now I just see Swag sitting here. Oh, please. Swag's killing me with this fucking anxiety, dude, with the stress. The stress, dude. Hopefully, actually, this is recording correctly. Not. Oh, actually, it's not really. Anchor Shot just come off, breaks the sub, no problem. I didn't realize that the recording wasn't perfect. I will just fix that really quickly. It won't take just even a second. There we go. Sorry about that. But I should look a bit better now. So yeah, so it's whether I Power Whip. Honestly, she doesn't beat this. I just envision Aggron with this video with spectators off. You think you know me. Wink. I think her switch into this thing is... I don't know. She doesn't have the best switch into this thing, for sure. I think her switch is probably Landorus. But I really, really want a Power Whip. If she stays... Actually, Power Whip might actually break her sub, now that I'm thinking about it. Because Tapu Bulu... I think she was max speed. Although, actually, I don't know. Power Whip does actually break her sub. I'm gonna go for Power Whip. Doubles out in Landers, perfect. Alright, please land. Damage, holy crap. That's a -1. This thing does have access to T-Fly. Could absolutely use it right now. Dhelmise is too important. It checks the Terrakion, checks the Bulu, and can live a hit from the Starmie. I think it's too important. However, I mean, I doubt I live. Yeah, Light every time, always kills, without a doubt. I really want to go in a Raikou. I really, really want to go in a Raikou. We haven't seen this thing use anything. If I had to bet what Zmon she has, it's probably this Landorus. And Dhelmise is too important. I could sack Entei, but Entei's a great switch into Kyurem with Ice Beam. You know, for Ice Beam resist, like. Or I could swap in a Crobat. Does Crobat live a Z-Fly? No. I think Raikou does. And he can't set up because he just saw that he dies. And he won't click Earthquake. Even actually, even if he does, I will live it actually. If he Rock Polishes, I will scream. But I think he'll knock off or he'll fly. I really, really hope I'm not wrong here. But Raikou isn't the most important mon of the Charizard's gone, so if I had to sack a mon, it would be Raikou. Please don't be wrong. Oh my god, okay. Oh, he crit! Crit. That crit sucks. It's not the end of the world though, because we do now go into Crobat. That crit, I mean, it does suck. Not nice one. Yeah. Now we start clicking Brave Bird against our team. This Landorus isn't Scarf. Bulu isn't Scarf. Starmie probably isn't Scarf. I can't say it isn't, but it probably isn't. Well, we're gonna go into Crobat here, and we're gonna Brave Bird, and we get a kill here. Unless she goes straight Kyurem and then lives the Brave Bird. Yeah, so that crit is unfortunate because, as you can see here, I mean, the calc was a second ago. It was like 79 to 94. We always lived it, even Elements. So Brave Bird does kill Landorus. So Landorus is gone. That's huge. That's great because Landorus is very, very scary. But Landorus honestly wasn't the scariest mon. But her team is slowly getting weak to extreme speed as well. Which is great. And her way to kill Dhelmise is slowly dwindling as well. So I am still sorry. I am still glad that I sacked Raikou. Like, even if Raikou got crit, that's worth Dhelmise being alive, to be honest, because Dhelmise is too good in this situation. If Starmie is Life Orb, let me check. If Starmie is Life Orb, Dhelmise has natural decent bulk and it is max HP, so I think it'll live 1 Ice Beam. Oh, easy. Yeah, totally. So, that's great. She goes into Kyurem with Scarf, goes into Terrakion. Goes into Terrakion, I have to go straight Dhelmise. And hope that I live 2 Stone Edges. I think I will. Let me see. Well, he can't really set up in front of me with Terrakion. Goes into Kyurem, so I think Kyurem is Scarf. I think Kyurem is definitely Scarf. So I'm going to go into Tyranitar here. She can't predict and go for Focus Blast. She can't. She can go for Draco. She can't Focus Blast. Could also go into Entei, it's safer, but Tyranitar I think is the play. I think Tyranitar is the play every time. I have to go on Tyranitar. As being comes off. Okay. Life Orb. Oh, I don't know if Tyranitar lives. I wasn't expecting Life Orb. I hope Kyurem lives, but I don't know if it does. I think it'll live in Earth Power for sure, because Tyranitar is very bulky. Oh, I died a Draco if she has it. I died a Draco if she has it. I live an Earth Power more than likely. Oh, sorry, this is the Sand. Jesus, okay, alright. Okay, now I feel much better. Focus Blast with a Chopper Berry. I do live. I live every hit she goes for right now. So do I rock or do I... I think I have to try to kill this thing. Stone Edge does kill, right? Every time after Sound Damage and Life Orb. So I'm going to go for Stone Edge. If she doubles out any mon, being a Terrakion, that's fine. Or we live that. Crit is what, again. Nice. Okay, Kyurem's dead. Okay. Okay. We're doing okay. Crit again is unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter. Tyranitar. I said right the first time. Jesus. Tyranitar doesn't live any hit, even if she didn't get a crit, so it doesn't matter. She goes Terrakion. I just have to stay in and go for Earthquake and get as much damage off as possible, so that Delmise can live one hit and then Anchor Shot and kill it. That is 100% my play, because it's not Z move now. Now that I know it's not Z move, there's a good chance that we, I think, straight up win. I mean, if she Swords Dances, well, yeah, actually, she can only do one because I'm pretty sure Tyranitar surely 2 KOs Terrakion with Earthquake, right? Oh, Grassy Terrain. Oh, jeez, no. No, it doesn't. It does. It does. It's a Grassy Terrain. It does 62 to 73. She goes in a Bulu. She might go Bulu here. She might go Bulu here, actually. If she goes Bulu, I think I'm going to go Crobat. Because I think Crobat will break the sub with U-turn. But I don't know that, so I don't quote me. But I think it will. I'd be surprised if it couldn't. I know it's not stab or anything, but yeah, apparently here it does. If she has any HP, she might live it. But it does 28 to 33. So she goes Starmie. He does so yeah, like I said, I'm just going to go for Earthquake, do damage to this thing. And if she Swords Dances, then I go Latias. And if she Rock Polishes, then I go Delmas. If she just kills Tyranitar, then I go down. Latias. Okay. She might have the Shuka Berry. I don't think it'll matter as long as I land a Power Whip. The reason I want to go for Power Whip is because it'll never miss, and Power Whip might. It's a big reason. I think Crobat might be able to sweep this game if we weaken this Terrakion. Actually, there's no doubt in my mind. Actually, we might just win right here if she sets up a Swords Dance. But she has to Swords Dance. She Rock Polishes and the game continues. But if she Swords Dances and we put it in range of whatever, then we're going to Crobat, we Brave Bird 3 times and win. She'll go for Stone Edge, so. Alright, this thing could still be Scarf. This thing could totally still be Scarf, but Latias is still the most useless mon. Or I could go Delmise and Scout. If Latias dies, not the end of the world, and I still have Crobat, so yeah. Is this Scarf? Entei can extreme speed Starmie and Crobat will O-coat with Brave Bird. If I go on a Latias and I just die, that sucks. Right? Well, actually, she might have just clicked Stone Edge because I could have swapped with Delmas. I'm gonna go on Latias and I'm gonna click Sea Psychic. If she's Scarf, we'll find out right now. Stays in, she dies. If she's Scarf and she stays in and she lands, we die. If she misses, then he dies. If Starmie comes in, it dies. Is it Scarf? I have to know for Crobat. I hate doing this, but I think it's the right play, because if it's not Scarf, then it's huge, because we immediately get a kill right here. Even if Starmie comes in, because it can't. Goes Bulu. Bulu dies. To this plus another Psychic. I want a Draco predicting Starmie, but that's really risky, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to kill Bulu. So I don't think Terrakion is Scarf. I don't think Terrakion is Scarf. So I'm going to Draco. And let Starmie die. Or I should have let Entei die, actually. That was a bad play. But Crobat against Starmie. Brave Bird always kills. And Starmie isn't Scarf, is it? We haven't seen it do anything else. So if it is Scarf, I'm going to be like, well, if it's Scarf, then, you know, well played. But I doubt it's Scarf. I really doubt it's Scarf. But I have to go into X-Wing right here, and I got a Brave Bird. If it's Scarf, well played. But if it's Scarf, we might live. Starmie doesn't have the best natural attack, and Crobat is quite bulky. So is it Scarf? I'm really nervous. I'm really fucking nervous. Maybe I should have U-turned. Either way. Sounds scary. Alright. Starmie dies. Terrakion definitely lives. Brave Bird never kills. We'll find out if it's Scarf right now. If it is, doesn't matter. We die, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just Dhelmise should be able to win this game though. Unfortunately, the terrain is about to end, which means Power Whip won't be an Oko. Well, oh, it barely lives. Miss Stone Edge. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Dhelmise. Dhelmise MVP. Anchor Shot. Never miss. Stone Edge, even if the crits can't kill me. And yeah, if it's banded, then I think we can kill it with extreme speed. Champ is spamming the chat with crit. Nope, no chance. And that's it. So 2-0 for the Cork City Cyndaquils against the Maryland Mudkips. GG Swag, very, very good player. Oh my god, that was a very, very intense game. We come out with a very, very close 2-0 victory. The Bulu was an issue at this. Well, not actually. Well, it wasn't an issue. It scared me at the start, possibly being Scarf. The Chiron was scary. I mean, fuck, everything was scary. Everything was absolutely terrifying. This was literally like the two strongest tier 1, tier 2 teams just colliding, and it was really cool to watch. Even though it felt like an OU game, which is really funny. And yeah, we come away with a very close victory. Critting the Raikou, I mean, yeah, sure, we killed the Landorus right there and then if he stayed in, but he could have also swapped into Chiron, but I would have vote switched, so I don't know. Honestly, actually, Raikou dying might have been better because, yeah, he probably would have gone into Chiron, and Chiron being in against my team was really scary because I didn't bring Finny because I didn't feel Finny had a great matchup. And I'm not entirely, you know, I'm pretty okay that I didn't bring Finny. I think Finny would have done fine. Finny has a decent matchup, but I'm just, you know, I'm glad that I brought what I brought. I think what I brought was perfect. Defensive Dhelmise was awesome. Assault Vest Entei came in clutch. If I extreme speeded earlier with the Charizard, maybe it would have been easier, but you know, it would have possibly let the Landorus set up because it was Z-Fly, so it probably was Swords Dance Rock Polish, I have to assume. or probably maybe at least rock polish anyway. Maybe knock off instead of swords and something like that for Latias. But yeah, it was, you know, definitely very, very scary. And then the Terrakion at the end there possibly being Scarf. Yeah, it was a crazy game, and we come out with a pretty awesome score. So like I said, guys, if you guys have enjoyed, make sure to heavy slam like button down below first and subscribe if you're not a become a member of the Aggronix. I'm glad I checked Crobat speed, because right there and then we would have lost right there at the end to Starmie, because he would have outsped me unless he sped correct. No, he would have been probably max speed to speed creep or speed tie with Raikou. So yeah, if I didn't check Crobat speed, I would have definitely lost my Crobat right there, and you know, then I would have probably lost. So prep is very, very important. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first and subscribe if you are not already to become a member of the Aggronix. That being said, have yourselves a wonderful day, and bye bye.